You guys, it is Saturday the 21st. No, it's not. It's Sunday the 21st. Okay, first blooper of the moment. I am at Dairy Queen. Well, I picked up a grilled chicken sandwich. Not grilled, a fried. I'm telling you, this is one of those days. Picked up a fried chicken sandwich for lunch. For lunch. I'm going to head to my friend's house. I don't know where that car came from. I'm going to head to my friend's house after I eat my lunch. But I need to go to my Save-A-Lot to pick up some cranberry mango juice. I liked it. I got one to try. And decided it was really good. So, I was gonna have a smoothie for breakfast this morning, but I didn't. Kind of dilly-dallied getting around. I was gonna curl my hair too, and I didn't. Nathan is getting, well, when I called him after church, he was getting an oil change in his car in Winchester. He was going to go to Walmart Mount Sterling and get it done. But an auto supply place told him not to go get his oil change there. They suggested this other place. So, usually when an auto supply place suggests that you go someplace else and not go somewhere, there's a reason. So, I'm glad to know that. I really am. I'm watching this dude look over his tires. I mean, he's really looking over his tire. He's looking over the tread. He's turned his tires several times so he can see the tread. So he must be having a problem. Or so a leak at times or something. The fried chicken sandwich is okay at Dairy Queen. I remember it being better. I like it with onion rings, but they charge you for the ranch dressing to dip your onion rings in. I don't think that's right. So I opted not to get onion rings today. Oops, somebody got their order wrong. They got out of the car with their big old bag with them. And they're going to the door. Oop, they realize they can't go in. So they went back to their car. I like the people watch. People watching is very interesting. I don't like the people watch to make fun of nobody. That's not it. I just like to watch people in general. I think you can be highly entertained by people watching. Especially if somebody gets upset over something stupid that they really don't need to get upset over, and you think, seriously, they got upset over that? I'm taking my friend Suzanne, if she's home. I don't know if she is or isn't. She could have gone to church and she could have gone by one of her kids' house for lunch. But I'm taking her the wind chime I made her. I'm getting full. And then I'm going to go by Bevel's, or I'll go by Bevel's and then go by Suzanne's later. I don't know. And Save-A-Lot, I might go by there twice. I don't know. want to get the grapefruit, the cranberry juice, and mango juice before I go back home. But I don't know if I'll spend too much time at Bevel's and don't get a chance to go by there. So I do want to stop and get the juice and stuff first. But then if I don't stay very long at Bevel's, I can go back by Save a Lot on the way home. I want to get a small thing of ice cream. Because when I make my fruit smoothies, I like to put like not a huge scoop, just like a tablespoon scoop, just a little chunk of vanilla ice cream in my fruit smoothies. Just a little scoop of vanilla ice cream. It's always nice. Getting full. I don't know what else to say to you guys. I had a tiny little bit of a headache today. I'm hoping I'm going to take a... Let's see if I have a Tylenol or something in my purse. See if I can't take that. Stop the headache. I think there's a couple over there in the car that I saw at church, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure who everybody is at church yet. So, I did talk to the preacher's son. He does roofing. About coming out and giving me a quote on the house for siding. He says he does roofing and siding, so... I know it needs to be done. It was good. It wasn't great, it was just good. I think Nathan was going by the Winchester Peddlers Mall. I was like, crap, that's the one I want to go to. But that's okay. I'll get over there at some point. At some point, I'll get over there. Had a gift card to use. Oh, I'm full. I'm very full. Whew. Oh my goodness, I think I ate too much. And all I had was a sandwich and a fry. I didn't even make it big. I just had a combo. Alright, right, so I'm gonna head to Save-A-Lot. I'll call my friend here in a minute and see if she's home, and go from there. And I will see you guys in a little bit because I'm gonna call Suzanne and see if she's home. And if she is, I'm gonna tell her I'll stop by after I go to Save-A-Lot. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. See, if I would have known, we could have just had lunch together. No. All right, well, you guys have a nice day.
Thank you. This is a chicken sandwich.
It's okay. But there's not much to choose from up here, I notice. You know, you have Dairy Queen or McDonald's, that's it. And I'm not too crazy about Norm's fish sandwich. I wasn't crazy about that. But, yeah, Norm's place over there on... I mean, my friend took me there a year ago, but I'm from Florida, where fish is fish, you know, so I wasn't impressed with it, so. All right, well, y'all have a nice day. Okay, so I'm done at Save-A-Lot. But exciting. I ran into, very first time it's ever happened, I ran into one of my subscribers. And it was so nice to run into someone. She was there with her daughter at the Save-A-Lot. Seemed like a nice lady. So, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name, but I'm glad I met you. So, it was nice to meet one of my subscribers. It was. If you do Facebook, since we live in the same area, Facebook me. Friend request me at Janie and I, and because we're probably going to run into each other again. Probably at Save-A-Lot. I did ask the cashier if she knew the lady's name, because I would have said, you know, just the first name here on the channel. But she said no, but she was in there all the time, so. So it was nice. It was just nice to meet a viewer, a subscriber, so. It was just nice. So, okay, I'm headed to my friend Suzanne's. I caused damage to Save-A-Lot. I got my juice. Still have a little bit of a headache. I never took anything for it. I asked them to save me newspapers for my paper mache. I'm gonna have to. Newspapers getting almost impossible to find, especially up here. Which kind of sucks a little bit, people. Kind of sucks. What do I have to take for a headache? How about some old-fashioned Aleve? I should have taken something a little bit ago, but I got a headache. Oh, do I have a headache? About take a couple of leave. Take a couple of them. Day's turning out pretty good. I jokingly, y'all heard me joke around with that couple that if we had lunch, if I'd known they would come and Dairy Queen, we'd have had lunch together. So maybe another time from church, I'll ask them where they're gonna go and we can, what would you call that? If you met up with people in a parking lot to eat, it wouldn't be carpooling, it would be car parking. I don't know. Would it be car parking? Car parking lotting? Parking lotting? Car dining? Parking lot dining? I don't know what you would call it. Would you call it parking lot dining? You'd have to position your cars just right so you could talk to each other. I thought it was them when they first pulled over. I meant to get a Mountain Dew thing from Save-A-Lot, like the off-brand. See if it helped with the headache. Okay. So, I'm making those wind chimes, right guys? And I asked everybody at church this morning if they would save me soda pop cans. They call it pop up here in Florida. We called it soda. Nathan and I were discussing this the other day. And he says, in Texas they call it Coke. And I said, well, Nathan, when I was growing up, it was Coke. You know, I remember as a kid, you know, my mom and dad would say, you want a Coke? What flavor? So everything was called Coke when I was a kid. You know, when I lived down in Punta Gorda, Florida, even further south, it was Coke. And I still sometimes refer to it as Coke. But over the years, because my children are odd, and they take me to task in every little word I say, they have said, well, it's an orange soda. So, and Nathan grabbed an orange soda can this morning because I didn't know he had orange soda still. And he says, I want to be out drinking and someone say, oh, you're drinking an orange pop? And he's going to say, no, I'm drinking an orange soda. It says it on the can. But that's Nathan for you. So, I know I say pop once in a while since I've been up here a little bit, because when I went back down to Florida, when I went to divorce the ex, I referred to it once as pop, and my daughter was like, Mom, you just called the Mountain Dew pop, because I that's all I hear people call it, pop up here. The first time I ever heard anybody call it pop as an adult, I was in Ohio with my mom and her best friend. I had taken her best friend to see her brother before he died, before they both passed away, because they both passed away from me. They both passed away, I think, about a year apart from each other. Ellen May and her brother, they a year apart. But I was glad I did that, even though we broke down. We were stuck in Ohio for longer than we planned. But that's okay. I made a friend out of it. Judy's a great woman who was Miss Ellen May's ex-sister-in-law. We stayed with her for a week until we went back. She was a very nice lady, so I made a friend out of it. So I went to a Jack in the Box, I think it was, and the girl says, what flavor pop you want? And I was like, what'd you just call it? So that was the first time I had heard it called it pop. You know, I knew people called soda pop and stuff, but I try to say soda pop, because that way if I say soda, I don't know if they'll know what I'm saying sometimes, because I said soda to somebody once up here and they go, what do you want? I'm like, soda, a Coke. Oh, you want a pop? So I try to say soda pop. Well, I hope that leave works, because I had a headache. I was hoping eating something would help. And I don't think it's anything, because I'm telling you guys, I slept like a baby last night. Slept solid. I crawled into bed I was cold, crawled into bed with my bedspread on and a quilt on top. And I kid you not, I must not have moved, because when I went to make my bed this morning, I barely had to make my bed. That's how much I did not move. I only had to spread the I kind of sleep. If you're looking at the bed, and you're standing at the foot of the bed and you look at it, I guess I sleep on the left side. If you're laying in it, I sleep on the right side. So I barely had to make my bed because the sheets on the other side, Prissy didn't even sleep with me. The sheet and comforter and quilt on the other side was not even disturbed. So I just had to put the pillows back, and I almost didn't make the bed. And I thought, no, I've been making the bed every day except for the day I washed the sheets since I've been up here. And yes, I was a little slow at washing my sheets. But I'm not a dirty person. I don't go to bed filthy. I bathe at night. And whenever else I want. But I did last night think I had messed up the water faucet by the tub. I turned it, I guess, the wrong way too much, and I couldn't get the water to shut off, and I yelled, "The faucet's broke, Nathan." He came in and looked at it, got water all over the floor, got water everywhere. That's when I should be videotaping. But this is the horrible corner right here. It's the one I don't like. I try to look into the curves to see what's oncoming. Yep. I'm telling you, I'm kind of glad I live up here in Kentucky. If I was going to have to move due to the divorce, Kentucky was a good place to come. It smells good too. I don't miss the smell of the ocean at all. I don't miss the ocean at all. Now, may come a point, somebody's got a fireplace going or a barbecue. I'm not quite sure. I think it's a fireplace going. It was funny though, because I go to church this morning and here I walk in a 3/4 length sleeve shirt and just a pair of slip-on, I don't know what style shoes you call them, those little slip-on shoes, kind of, I guess they're ballerina style. They're just a slip-on shoe, but they're Crocs and they're very comfortable, but they're black. And I walk in and they're all like, there's nobody in the church, but there's cars outside. They're like, we're all meeting back there because the heat's out. And I'm thinking, oh, you guys have no idea. My house is cold at times. So they're all huddled. And then I go in the back room in I guess the fellowship hall where they were going to have church, because there's a heater on the wall like I have at the house. And they're all huddled up there. And I'm thinking, y'all are from Kentucky. This is cold weather up here. Y'all are more used to it. And here y'all all huddled up like it's freezing. So, and they're like, you're not cold? I'm like, nope. But because the house is, okay, my house is cold, but not freezing. You know? So, okay, I'm at my friend Suzanne's. Looks like she's got a house full of people. Good or bad, I don't know. But I'm at my friend Suzanne, so I'm not parking in that muddy stuff. Hello. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pause you guys for now and spend time with my friend Suzanne. Hey, you guys, Wes is burning a chest that was made. Isn't that cool? I think it's so pretty when it's done. The only other time I ever saw this done, or the effects of it, was there was a restaurant out back down there in Florida that had, when one of the owners had redone the restaurant, yeah, they did this in the bathrooms, and they did it from wainscoting down throughout the whole restaurant, then painted the top of the wall a nice, pretty color.
I want to do the electrified, the bolts of lightning. But the only thing about trying to do that is that you have got to make sure nobody's around, nobody's in the building with you, because you can, if they touch something and where electricity is running through everything, it can kill them.
Oh.
And I want to do it because I want to make some pieces to hang on the wall.
I think this would be pretty on the bottom of a wall. In a cabin. I think it'd be nicer than staining something because you could just do this and then you could polyurethane over it.
Right.
And you get those tones. That's so pretty. This is the one he just did a little bit ago. Just see how pretty that is? He's going to do the whole little dresser.
With the lightning bolts, it actually looks like a lightning bolt etched out. And if you do it deep enough, hot enough, it will burn into the wood, and you can pour epoxy in it.
You don't do the sides or anything?
No.
I would think if you did the inside, the clothes would smell like it for a little bit.
No,
No?
because time to get it done, get it all done, and it smells gone. Because of putting Vaseline on it, I don't want to burn it.
Got a dozen eggs. I know where another nest is. I think I haven't got it. I need to keep forgetting. I don't care what's got water. Did you check her this morning?
Yeah, she had water.
You think I need to give her water?
No, she's.
That is really pretty.
Oh. I thought you had.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Well, a lot of us want to be able to get some polyurethane and get it all, everything outside and whatever polyurethane. We could do it all over, but I don't see no point in that.
And maybe if I was redoing a kitchen, this would be pretty on kitchen cabinets. If I had a more modern kitchen.
I don't know.
But I don't want to redo my kitchen. I like my kitchen. I didn't even look to see if I won the lottery. But they didn't say on the news or anything, or nobody said anything, so maybe I didn't. I didn't check my numbers. I never even looked at my ticket.
If I won the lottery, I sure in the world wouldn't tell nobody.
No, I already told people if I win the lottery and they don't ask for a handout, I already know what I'm doing with the money.
You got another drawer down?
Yeah.
It's the top
That's
one.
The top one.
Oh.
He's working his way up from the bottom.
Well, on a second.
Well, it don't really matter whichever. The drawer's supposed to be interchangeable. think the next door's the one that I think will be the prettiest of all of them. Don't take them little knobs long to get black. Here, baby doll.
Well, he doesn't make the knobs though, right? He just buys them.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of.
You think that's one that's gonna be pretty?
Yeah, because of all the green.
Now, if you didn't have the torch, if you had the torch further away, would it be less burn?
Yeah. But see, these torches here, you got to get halfway closed. But with my big torch that I use in my welding, I can hold it back here and burn a hole. Burn the wood. Actually set it on fire.
Smells good though. It's not enough burn to make it stink.
Right.
That might be a combination of this and her food. See, my next man's got to want to do stuff like this.
Yep, they're nice.
I don't know, I still think the first one's prettiest so far. It's that knot that was so pretty. I think they're all pretty, but they are pretty though. This would be pretty on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd be stuck with it, so you'd have to make sure it's really what you want to do.
You'd either be stuck with it or you could stain it or paint it. You could add to it.
Well, yeah, you could paint it over it down the road, but if you did it on the floor and then polyurethane it, you'd have a lot more work to get rid of it. Sounds like a plane. Like a little remote control airplane or car or something. Or a weed whacker.
It's the electric company flying the drone again, isn't it?
The electric company finds out about power with the drone now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because they can't drive by and check that big power line that runs through back here. So they'll fly the drone through the...
Is this?
Huh?
Ooh, that's pretty. So he's going to do the whole chest, you guys. He's going to do the whole chest. I'll bring it back later. Alright, you guys. So this is one side about done. Isn't that pretty?
I think I found my favorite piece.
That one, I know it's pretty because it's got that orange color in it. Is that just the rosin in the wood?
Yep.
That is so pretty with that orange in it. And it's just the way the wood's cut, right?
No.
Oh.
That's all the way through the whole tree.
Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Homemade beef stew. And this is going to be root beer cake. And it's all made from scratch, y'all. All made from scratch.
The peas and the carrots that's in that is my dried ones.
Oh, okay. That should be good.
And you want some droopy stuff. This is plenty.
All right, you guys. This is root beer cake. Didn't totally turn out like she thought it was gonna. So let's see. Let's take a
enough.
Yeah.
bite of it and see what happens here. See that? All right, let me take a bite. I got it on my shirt. It's good. It's different. You know what the frosting makes me think of? I told you this earlier. You remember those Necco wafers that come in the long tube, those real thin wafers? Mm-hmm. They kind of make me think of Necco wafers. It's good.
Mine fell apart.
I think it'd be a really great coffee cake.
Probably.
I think it would be nice in a bundt pan. I really still think it'd be nice in a bundt pan with this stuff drizzled on top. I'm going to eat it a little bit more, guys. But it's good.
Does it taste like root beer?
I don't know. I don't know. And a bit, guys. Okay, you guys. I just left Bevel's and Wes's. I'm headed home. Okay. Verdict on that root beer cake. We didn't like it. We all three decided. Well, I said it made me think of Necco wafers. The frosting did. Wes said the frosting made him think of Robitussin. And Bevel said it made her think of never doing it again. So, Robitussin cough syrup. Okay, so it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. Does that make sense? So we decided that cake did not need to be repeated. And I told her, because originally she was going to try to do it again, because the frosting didn't come out like it said it would in the old recipe, and it's an old recipe she used. So she had said before we ate it that she'll do it again to see if she can't get the frosting right next time. And Bevels is an amazing cook, amazing baker, amazing whatever in the kitchen. Bevels can usually do it. So I think the cake might have been more of a pioneer type cake because it had very few ingredients. And I was like, well, maybe it was supposed to be a cake that was a drier cake, you know, due to the age of the recipe. But no. I told her that she wanted to attempt that again, that she didn't need to invite me. But I did tell her, because we've been joking around about this whole thing, me eating but Bubba. I did tell her, because I told her, you can't cook or bake for him, because I don't want some guy dating me just to get Bevels cooking. I said, now you can make that cake for Bubba someday. That cake she can make. I'll eat it like I like it, because anything I make will be better than that. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It just wasn't good. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. Alright, so I'm headed home. Called Nathan, told him I was headed home. I'd be home in a little while. So, but it is pretty. Let me turn you guys around and let you see. It's pretty out tonight. It's been a pretty day out all. I couldn't stay long enough to see the rest of the chest being burnt, but I will see it later. But it's very interesting to watch Wes do that. Very interesting. I enjoyed watching it. But I like that kind of thing. You know, I'm sitting there thinking, how can I incorporate this in some of my artwork? But I enjoy that kind of thing. I'm mostly going to go home and I got that frosting stuff on my shirt. And I'm going to mostly go home and take it easy. I think I need to go to the store this week and get some Ziploc baggies, some cheap Ziploc baggies to baggie up my wind chimes I made. I'm gonna at the end of this video, I think I'm gonna put the pictures of the wind chimes I made. I could do a little photo gallery of it. I think I'm gonna start doing that kind of thing maybe sometimes in a video. So I'm gonna turn you guys around and let you watch the rest of the way go home, but I'm gonna add music to it, I think. And then after that, I will add the pictures of the wind chimes I made. But I think I'm going to say goodbye here. I'm going to say, but I want to again say it was very nice to have met you, the viewer, my one viewer. It was very nice to have met you today at Save a Lot. It was nice. I really am sorry I didn't get your name because I would have said I met so and so today. Just first name, but it was nice to meet you. Maybe I'll see you again at Save a Lot. But I'm going to say, if you like my videos, like and subscribe. If you don't, I'm sorry. Remember, enjoy the craziness of life because you might laugh about when you tell a friend. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.